Okay, so recently I've been binge watching an unhealthy amount of thrillers, and if that taught me anything, is that Evil Human is scarier than paranormal anything. That and Korean thrillers are criminally underrated and people need to stop sleeping on them. So with that being said, I have few to recommend. On a scale of 10, these are solid 8, 9. Out of everything I've watched, these left an impact and an influence on me, so... Okay, the first one is called Rose Mansion. It's a web series, impeccable writing, acting, directing, didn't get bored for 1 second, especially the first episode. The story is about a girl who doesn't get along with her family that much. Middle child living under the shadow of her perfect old sister that one day goes missing. So they report the case to the police, but they don't seem to take that much interest in it because it's not considered an emergency, so she takes it upon herself to start the investigation. Turns out that the whole neighborhood is mad sus, so a lot of criminals around. Who is it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? The first minutes of the first episode are a bit steamy, so you want to be careful who you're sitting next to or who you're watching it with. But after that, it sails smoothly. The ending allows for a sequel, because after 12 episodes, I was still thirsty and craving more. I still have a lot of questions. Out of 10, it's a 9.5 because nobody's perfect. The next thing on the list is a very disturbing Netflix documentary covering the Nth Room case that happened in Seoul a few years ago. I will not get into the details of this because hearing about this back then made me sick for days, but if you're a parent or if you use the internet, it's bone-chilling but a must-see.
미성년자를 포함해 수십 명의 피해자를 협박해 음란 동영상을 찍게 한 뒤
피해자들의 개인정보를 쥐고 빠져나갈 수 없게 만들었습니다.
A man, if we can call him that, harasses females as young as 9 years old and blackmails them into sending him self-degrading and self-harming noodles, and then share those pictures on private chat rooms where his psychopathic clientele pays crypto to collectively harass those young ladies. Whatever they command, the victim must do. Otherwise, if she retaliates, they leak her pictures to her work or school and family. And because they also make their address public, you're not safe by switching off your phone because they know who you are and they will come for you in real life. Spooky. I apologize, I completely forgot about this video, but I am back, hopefully with brilliant recommendations. I recently got a message from a complete stranger offering me crazy amount of money to chat with him online. First of all, who the fuck am I, Oprah? No. Second of all, it reminded me of the Nth Room documentary I just mentioned, so that's why I'm back. I just like, ooh, I actually started a video. I'm not gonna lie, I was very tempted to troll and be like, well, did you know you could get therapy for less money? But then again, with these things, better call Saul. Better not entertain these things because you never know who's on the other side. What kind of psychopath is on the other side? Long are gone the days where you protect yourself by having a password. Okay, the third recommendation is called Midnight Silence. It is brilliantly stressful. The most thrilling one on this list, or ever, I think. The story is about a deaf girl who's the new target of a serial killer. So the movie is directed in a way where you only get to get her perspective of danger. So you only get to hear what she hears, which is nothing. I think it's a brilliant creative way to bring awareness to people with, I think, reduced mobility. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, but it kept me on the edge of my seat. I think I lost a few pounds just watching it from sweating. The ending is phenomenal. you won't see it coming. I didn't see it coming. And for that only, the movie gets 9.5 out of 10. Because nobody's perfect. Okay, at this point I started wondering to myself, like, girl, why am I doing this myself? Like, why aren't you watching rom-coms or animation movies? But like, what can I say? Thrillers are like car crashes. Terrible, but I just can't look away. I also read somewhere that if you like thrillers, it's because you like to experience fear, but safely, like from a distance. So, yeah, that's fun fact. Okay, so after a pleasant experience of watching Rose Mansion, as in it was worth the watch, I figured let's give series another try. So I digged a little bit and I found The King of Pigs. How do I tell the story without spoilers? Because they did an amazing job at handing out clues each episode, so by the time you digest one puzzle, they hand you the second one and it keeps going and you don't get the truth until the last episode. So I don't want to ruin the effort that went into the storytelling. The story is about two adults. They used to be friends in high school and were severely bullied. So one of them decides to get revenge on their classmates that bullied him. Everyone involved, actually. Revenge, not exactly my cup of tea, but hear me out. Okay, when he killed the first person, it was my first time rooting for the killer, which got me thinking, we all like to get on our high horses and judge people on what's right and what's wrong, but would you still think the same if the choice between doing what's wrong and what's right, turned into doing what would make you alive and what would kill you? So I figured it was really mind jerking. Sorry for the term. Yeah, it makes you think about a lot of stuff. I'm still watching loads of thrillers. I don't just want to recommend things because you could literally type thriller movies and watch whatever is offered, but these were very thrilling to me. So I'm very keen on only sharing the things that truly impacts me and the way I see the world, and makes me paranoid, because I want you too guys to be paranoid. Let's all be paranoid together. They will not be a waste of your time. I promise that. I promise that. If you like thrillers, if not, we'll... If I find anything new, I will hook you up. Goodbye. Goodbye.
비명 소리가 들려서요.
넌 정신 나간 새끼가 아파트 한복판에서 본 사람들이 있을 거 아니야.
비명소리요? 요즘 누가 남의 일에 끼어들어요. 봐도 못 본 척, 들어도 못 들은 척, 다 그런 거지.
당신 살인범 봤으면 신고할 거야?
신고하지, 당연히.